Where is it affecting, with this energy, all these changes, where is it affecting in your mind or your thoughts? Your mind or thoughts. What's happening right now in the mind and thoughts? Yes.
My mind goes crazy.
Yes. Why?
It
Why?
worries.
Why?
It's trying to keep me safe because
Really?
if I let go of that program, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yes. Have you ever tried just to see?
Moments, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how long of a moment?
A few moments here and there.
And what happened?
It's nice and quiet.
Yes. But this is good, and I'm not trying to laser in on you, but you speak for many people. Why the worry, could we call it slight obsession? Good. Slight
More
obsession.
than slight. Yeah.
Yes, very slight, tiny, almost couldn't even spell it. The worrying, the fear, it's just mental chatter. Mm-hmm. And if it wasn't that, you'd be doing crossword puzzles obsessively. It's occupying the mind. Why? What benefit are you deriving from it? Stop smiling, Mark. What benefit are you deriving from it?
None.
Yeah, none. Then you wouldn't be doing it.
Well, I think in some way, I think it keeps me safe from moving into something
you
different.
think, but what really? Just let's do common sense here. What benefit is being derived? Because every one of you who has any sort of thing right now that's going on, I don't care if it's a financial thing, a health thing, a slight obsession thing, I don't care what it is. But you are deriving some benefit from it. Otherwise, you would have let go of it a long time ago. It serves you somehow. Every one of you, look at yourselves for a moment. Whatever that is, you are deriving a benefit. It is serving you. And therefore, all is well in all of your damn creation because it is serving you. It's doing something. You're loving it. Otherwise, you would have left it. So, how is it serving you to have this?
It's a distraction.
It's a distraction, absolutely. But distracting from what?
From me.
So do you think maybe if you took that pause and stopped the mind chatter, and that's really all it is a huge distraction, and it could be in the form of, as I said, doing crossword puzzles all the time or worrying about things. What would happen then? You would have to face
myself.
Good. Now, what would be the biggest fear about facing yourself?
I wouldn't like me.
I like you. Why wouldn't you like you?
I don't know. I'm assuming I've done lots of bad stuff.
Oh, you have, but remember last month? That wasn't me.
That's right.
I had nothing to do with you. It's not. It's really, I can prove it scientifically that it was not you. Mathematically, scientifically, spiritually, philosophically. It was not you. You get a fresh start. So now, what is there to fear? I'll tell you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Right when you were on the verge. That there's nothing there.
I was going to say nothing.
An empty suit. Yeah. What have you got to lose by trying?
Falling into nothingness, into a void.
It's going to happen sooner or later. If you die and there's really nothing, you're going to fall into that. So why not find out now? So you can enjoy the rest of your life. When you discover that there really is something there, and it's not what you thought it was. That's the best part, and the toughest part. What's there is not what you have ever thought it was. Nothing like it at all. So give it a try, really. Now, your mind's going to still want to stay occupied doing something because it's used to cranking out energy and solving problems and that. But it could be channeled, keyword, into something more productive. There's no reason to worry. And I'm talking to all of you. I look sometimes at your lives and how much is occupied any given day on just worrying about something. Things that are not going to happen. Haven't you figured that out by now? What you worry about generally never happens. It's a spiritual law. Yeah. Good.
But I'm afraid that what if I stop worrying and then that's the time it happens?
Then
I'm serious.
I would say to you as a Professor Adamus, go for the experience. Really, go for the experience, everything falling apart. Or has it already?
I've done that.
Yeah. So all that worrying blew everything apart, and you're still here. You haven't disappeared. Maybe there's something new to discover. Yeah. I'm going to challenge you, and we're going to have you up here next month. You are coming back, aren't you?
Maybe.
I mean, after the end of the world, of course.
If we're here.
Yes. You know how many people have worried about the end of the world, build bomb shelters underground, and done all sorts of other crazy things? And, you know, December 22nd is going to be a dark day for them. A sad day. Why? Because they're going to say, I got it wrong again. I even got the end of the frickin' world wrong. I screwed up once again. So, between now and next month, don't worry about anything. Sure, I mean, you think, oh, I don't know if I can do that. Sure you can, just choose not to. What do you do when worry starts coming over you?
Sometimes I stop and I take a deep breath.
Yeah, sometimes.
And I say to myself, this too shall pass.
Yeah, there's two, it wasn't you. Not only will pass, but it wasn't you. All the fears, all the worries are brought up by remembrances of things from the past, which are now irrelevant because we're going into a new energy, you see. So it really wasn't you. So when the worry comes up, you take a deep breath and kiss it, just like Edith and I kissed before. Embrace it. Never lived that one down. Embrace it. Dive into it. Dive into it. You have nothing to worry about. Instead of letting it chase you around the block and through your dreams, dive into it. See what happens. It's just energy. You'll find out that the worry really is just a facade. Yeah. Stop. That worry is just chasing you down the street, right in your tail. Just turn around and face it and see what happens. Don't battle it, though. Go into it.
What's the difference?
Battling is you're becoming adversarial. You're trying to overcome it or overwhelm it. Like there's a fight, and there's really not. Just go into it. Walk right into it. Like, just walk right into it. Okay. Just try it.
I will.
Yeah, you probably will. Once.
I will.
So for a whole month, and then next month, please, tell everybody how magnificent you feel, how gorgeous you look, how at peace you are, and now you don't know what to do with all this extra energy. Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Edith wants to talk about, yes. Linda's coming with a microphone so the whole world can hear you.
Uh-oh. What, pardon me, what if you have not been worrying and I have not been worrying and I've grown a cancerous tumor in my right breast?
Yes.
And I don't like that. Why did I do that?
I'll let you answer the question if you stand up. Why? That's a really good question because here we are, spiritual beings, and suddenly, boom, cancer. What's that about?
I don't know. That's why I ask you.
You do know.
Well, it's stupid. That's all I know.
Yeah? Is it going to stop you, Edith?
No.
Good. And what are you going to do?
Well, that's what I'm having a hard time deciding.
Yes?
Whether to get a lumpectomy or have the whole breast cut off.
It doesn't really matter. That's not part of it. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm just going to keep doing what I do.
Good. And
Yeah.
choosing life.
Yes. And breathing.
And breathing. And,
Yes.
and like Gail said before, don't go along with this concept that your body is going to be vulnerable to disease. Now, all of you've carried around a lot of energies that sooner or later are going to show up in a disease if you don't release it beforehand, if you cling on to it, clenching your jaw with it. There is cancer and other diseases in every one of your bodies right now, not to make you worried or anything, but there is. But it's just energy. And you don't have to go along with it anymore at all.
I would
one of
like
you.
it to just be gone. I've been trying to release it, and my friend in Canada sent me some little sayings to say from the angels, and
Really? Really?
Yes,
you need it
really?
From a Canadian?
You've been hanging out with the humans too long. You're turning into a bigot.
No, I'm a consummate entertainer.
Yes, you
To
are.
keep you all alive. So, really, that somebody really these little sayings from angelic beings, and you're repeating them.
I'm not going to tell you. You'll make fun of me.
I will never make fun of you today. Edith and all the rest of you, really? Really? How about just choosing health? How about getting out of your minds? Because the moment you start reading little things from angelic beings, I don't care how many times they tell you it was passed around the world and saved how many millions of people, which is not true anyway. The minute you are putting your power into something like that, your body is saying exactly what I just said. Really? Okay, I'll step back. Really? I have everything you need built in right here to heal myself. Your body is saying, I know how to bring in energy. I know how to rebalance. I know how to eliminate energies that really don't serve my biology anymore. But really, if you want to read little quotes from angels that the frickin' angels never said in the first place, okay, you have at it. You have at it. And we'll stop self-healing. We'll stop bringing in the energy, and we'll just let you go through your experience.
No, I don't want to. I appreciate your reminder, and I know you're totally correct.
Not totally.
But I have been doing those things too. And
How about taking a deep breath and saying, Dear body, I command you to serve me.
I did
in
that.
health, in living. Dear, any old energies that are here, aspects or whatever, I divorce you. You are not me. I'm off on a new trail. What happened yesterday? It's you. I am that I am.
I guess
as simple as that.
Need to
It's
love
as simple
myself
as
a little
that.
more.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. You can heal yourself.
I want to.
Yes.
Okay.
No, you're going to.
Okay.
You have to.
Yes, I do.
I have to report to my Ascended Masters Club, and they're keeping track of you, Edith.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank
I'm
you.
your coach.
Thank you very much. You're my excellent coach.
And the best thing, keep it simple. Don't distract yourself with, we're going to talk about this in just a minute, where you are getting stuck right now, but don't distract yourself with anything that comes from outside of you. There is no holy water. There isn't.
No.
There is not. Yes, there are some things that have a little bit of a value in getting you out of fear and off of dead center. But at a certain point, some of those things, the sacred waters, whatever it happens to be, Egyptian healing rods, Calder is telling me, these type of things are ultimately a greater distraction than the small amount of healing that they ever do. It is you that are doing it.
Right, yeah. My
That's
sister
it.
sent me a book full of alternative healing that's been driving me nuts.
Yes. And alternative healing will have a radio show with Dr. Doug and Linda about alternative healing. There's some of it that is very good if you are the one basically prescribing it for yourself. If you are the one, because there are things, water does help, but not water bought by somebody that's charging $25 a liter and telling you it was blessed by a guru that doesn't even exist. That is a trick.
Well, these are chemical things. Like one thing's called protosalin. It's made from herbs. And
Yeah. But let's all of us, on the biological thing, which we're going to be getting into in a few months, let's start with what you already have without anything from the outside. And no, it doesn't mean getting off of medications you're on now, but we'll start getting away from those. We'll get the body back into the healing.
Oh, Adamus, this is for entertainment value only. It's not medical advice.
Well, it's really good medical advice. If doctors would listen, they would learn something. It's advice for those in the medical profession.